We begin by putting a Studio 5 design friend in a brand new role. Usually, professional interior designer Lauren Oviatt and I sit and talk about kitchen, living room, maybe patio makeovers. It's advice on a big scale. But I'm in love with Lauren's recent endeavor, designs in one vase for one corner on one Saturday. Her Instagram series, Weekend Blooms, makes floral design effortless, and I want to learn more. We've pulled Lauren to the creative work table today for Weekend Blooms right here on Studio 5. First of all, you know I'm a fan of you, the person. Now I get to be a fan of this awesome little creative series you've developed. I look forward to it every Saturday morning. Where did this idea come from? So my daughter, my 7-year-old, has a real interest in like YouTube videos, so I bought a little tripod for her so we could sort of like film her. She doesn't really have one. I would never do that, but right. So yeah, I mean, these were arrangements I was making anyway, and I thought, why not kind of put something together? I'm not a videographer. I just do these things for fun, sometimes for my clients and sometimes just for neighbors, but it really has become such a fun little aspect of social media for me. So floral design, we know your talent for interior design. Floral design kind of a natural extension of that, do you think? Absolutely, because, you know, what do we want to put in our clients' finished homes? Floral arrangements and plants and the verdant things that really bring a room to life. What do you have your eye on for Christmas season as we recreate Weekend Blooms here in the Studio 5 studios? So this year I'm loving this thing called the chair swag. And what it is just an extension of your existing holiday decor. So it's a piece of verdant greens or some kind of embellishment that goes on the back of a chair. And it's so much fun because we all use our chairs anyway. We're having parties, we're having people over, and it's just a fun way of kind of carrying the decor on your tree throughout your home. And maybe this speaks to my over-the-top Christmas decorating style, but I'm always anxious to find one more corner in my home that I can jam Christmas into, right, and decorate. Well, we all have extra stuff anyway, so why not use that to our advantage? You've got 4 beautiful designs today that tap into your floral talent and also your design expertise. Can we start over here? Yeah, great. So this first embellishment is, there's nothing fresh here, but it's beautiful. It's maybe a little bit more for that opulent person who likes things that are more glitzy and more shiny. It's simple but stunning. Yeah, so, you know, nothing really traditional with the reds here, but I love this. All it is a silver garland that I found at Target. So like an 8-foot long piece of garland, we've wrapped it, and then I was able to find some little picks in this green. So it's just 3 pieces of pick that I have wired into this wreath, but it's so simple. I know it doesn't look simple, but it really, really is. That's the beauty of it, is the simplicity meets the stunning effect. Right, and something about this that I love is whenever you're shopping for these embellishments, look for things where the work's already been done for you. So like with this, you know, it was a garland, all I had to do was wrap it up. I'm not sitting there wiring or glittering anything on this wreath. It was all done for me. So if you can look for those things when you're out shopping, then you're not covering your house in glitter, which your husband will hate, and you're not spending so much time. And usually you're not making 1, you're making, you know, 4 to 6. Well, the style is in the combination, the way you've done that. How do you fasten this to a chair? I think people will be curious to know. Yes, so 3M hooks are your friend, upholstery pins are your friend. If you have an upholstered chair like this is rattan on the back, but the other side is upholstery. So I have just used some upholstery pins to tack that in. For the show, we just tacked it up top. You could, for a more secure fit, wrap the ribbon all the way down the chair and pin it in the bottom. Okay, all right, design number 2. Okay, so this, again, we're not using fresh. Fresh is my favorite whenever you can, but if you want something to last 6 weeks, you're not using fresh, you're using faux. And for my clients, you know, they want something done once and they can use it every year. Exactly. You're not reinventing the wheel. But again, the work was already done for me. I found these really fabulous pine greens that were glittered with pine cones. Oh, so pretty. And so all I've done here is I wrapped a ribbon around the stems just to hide that, and then we've just done a ribbon loop. So if you are phobic of bows and all these trimmings and all the stress of not only pulling something beautiful together, but then tying the perfect bow. Is that a thing, bow phobia? Yeah, I think so. I would love to show you how to make a really easy ribbon loop. Please. So what I do is I try to take, so let's say for this client, her colors are silvers and whites, kind of that more natural thing. We've taken 3 different pieces of ribbon. Okay. One of them is wired, and anytime you can use wired ribbon, it's going to benefit you because it does what you want it to do. So we're just going to take this long piece of ribbon. It's probably, it doesn't have to be, no, because then your tails are different widths. But if you take your ribbon, you loop it where you want, you know, however big you want your loop to be, and all you do is that, and then you pinch it right there, and then you just got a little bit of wire. You could use a rubber band, you could use wire, you could use a hair tie, whatever works for you. Then you just twist that wire around, and you can use the tails of the wire to affix it to whatever you're putting it on, your garland or your tree or whatever. I use this in my tree at home because it's easier than bows. And then all you do is kind of fluff
the bottom part of that ribbon.
My mom and I were having this
golden.
debate just the other day. Bows for the tree, which are so traditional, or streamers. This kind of is the best of both worlds.
It is, because I think with the streamer, where do I start? How do I wrap? How does it look good? I have to go in and then I have to go out.
Right.
With these tails, I kind of call them tails, you can really just make as many as you want, and then you stick them in the tree really easily. There's no fuss.
And I love the application here of putting the chair swag, if you will, on more of a statement chair, either at the table, or could this just be in your living room too?
Absolutely. So I love that, because not only do we want them to be beautiful, but they have to be functional. So if you have host chairs, and this is what this is, a taller, more like a wing chair, just keep it simple and do two, one for each end of the table. Then it's not so much work and it's not so much fuss, but you're getting the impact out of that great creative statement.
All right, Lauren loves bling. We know that. We love her for it. And this next one is kind of a kid version of the bling that we crave.
Don't you love it?
It's so happy.
So again, nothing fresh here, really easy, but we kind of took a twist on like this kids party, gingerbread making party, cookie party. Grandmas love to host their grandkids this time of year. So I've just put together something really simple. This big chunky bow was already made for me.
Love it.
It had tails on it already.
Love it.
There's a little bit of like a ribbon garland back here. And then what I've done is I just picked up a couple of really cute ornaments. And at the bottom, a picture frame ornament. So you and Grandma could snap a picture together, you put it in there and take it home as the favor for that memory. Or you could shop for something like an initial ornament to make it more personal for your guests.
I love this. I love the red and silver, so classic. And just the fluff and the frill that's dripping from this arrangement is so eye-catching.
Thanks.
All right,
whimsical.
Idea number 4.
Okay, so this one might be my favorite only because I think the execution is so perfect on this particular bar stool. So what I've done is I picked up a wreath. This is a Trader Joe's mini wreath.
Okay, okay.
I think it was $6.
Trader Joe's is coming to our rescue this season.
I know.
As
And
they do.
If you're like me, you're like, well, I better buy everything I need right now. So you fill your trunk with all the greens that you can possibly buy, not knowing where you're going to use them yet.
Of course.
You just have to have them.
Never a plan. You just got to have them now.
So this is really so simple, Brooke, because all I've done is I've taken a ribbon and I've actually looped it around the top and the bottom, and it's secured on the inside of the bar stool.
Awesome.
So nothing hanging down, nothing that kids are going to grab or pull apart. The pine cones were already on there, and then I've just taken some little ball picks and push them through the wreath and affix them on the backside. You could use plastic ornaments. These are little glass ones. Anything that sort of continues and carries out your own personal holiday theme is what's going to look best.
Can we show the bow?
Yes.
Can we turn this around? I think the bow will be kind of interesting to note for people, and it adds to the design. I mean, look how cute that is.
Cute. I just love this black and white ribbon. This was part of the Hearth and Hand collection from Joanna Gaines.
Love it.
But I love how it looks on the chair. It's simple. It's really easy. Again, you could just knot this and do tails. But so, so simple.
I'm obsessed with all of them, and of course we are obsessed with, again, that online Instagram series, Weekend Blooms. Where can we see more of that?
So if you want Weekend Blooms, it's on my Instagram, Lauren_Oviatt.
And now it's a thing. I mean, it already was a thing, but now it's a real thing, a big thing. So we're going to be looking forward to it.
We'll do a holiday one this weekend.
We'll link you over to her Instagram account. Really, it's so inspiring to watch. I mean, it's just effortless design, and you will be inspired to pull off creations just like this. Merry Christmas, Lauren. We love you.
Thank you.